important topic that affects many of us. I echo what University of Montana President Engstrom said yesterday. We have strong relationships with officials, with the business community, and groups across our valley. As he said, when our community faces challenges, we work together to find answers. Our small community has been in the national spotlight for two related but different things. First, the issues raised by the book, but more importantly, our great work towards improving our collective response to sexual assault. Sexual assault is devastating to victims and to our overall sense of well-being as a community. I represent Missoula County as your attorney, as your legal advisor. I am very proud of our work, our commitment to the work ahead of us, and all of you, those of you who have stood by me, the victims whose sad, difficult stories over the years have become part of my own, our committed law enforcement officers who know we are better in this together for our community and for our families. But I am even more proud of those who have bravely spoken up and asked the world to take a closer look. It's not easy to hear this kind of criticism, and this is difficult for me to speak about, but I think it makes us better. Regardless of whether criticisms are accurate, there is always a lesson in there, and each lesson gained creates a ripple. Missoula and Missoula's sexual assault challenge is unfortunately typical across the United States. But Missoula is the one who has stepped up and said to the world, we listened, we changed. We are starting to make ripples, the beginnings of a current. Sexual assault is an extremely important issue. Its challenges are historical and complex. The solutions are equally complex. Explaining the incalculable trauma sexual crimes cause victims is valuable for our community. Oversimplifying the many factors properly considered in deciding if a person should be formally charged with committing a sexual crime can be destructive and in the end harmful to victims. It is not enough to cast blame. To start to solve this challenge together, we need to begin by understanding the facts. A widely held misunderstanding is that sexual assaults were not being prosecuted in Missoula. Missoula was unfairly referred to as the rape capital. But the actual numbers show that our offense rates are typical and our prosecution rate has been much higher than the national average. To be clear, our agreement with the Attorney General's office and the Department of Justice is not about prosecution rates. Our challenge has been to improve the delivery of services to victims by enhancing communication and increasing understanding of the trauma associated with sexual assault and improving the overall criminal justice process for victims.